Hey everybody, this is Joel running with Ultimate Paleo Guide. Today we're answering the question, where can I find paleo foods? A lot of people assume that they have to go to a really high-end grocery store like Trader Joe's or Whole Foods and spend their entire paycheck on 1 week's of food, but that's not true. There's a lot of other places where you can get good whole paleo food without spending a fortune. And so I'm going to share with you 5 different places where you can do this and exactly how you can go about getting paleo food really no matter where you are in the country. So the first one obviously is Trader Joe's and Whole Foods and other high-end supermarkets. Mariano's is one in the Chicago area that I'm personally familiar with, but those options, while they are more expensive, do have really good food options. They have a lot of good organic options, and they have a lot of good grass-fed choices for meat as well. So check those out if you have one nearby, but not everybody can afford it and not everybody has one nearby. So in that case, a lot of times you can make do with what's at your local supermarket. Now I've done another video called Donut Shopping, which basically shows you how to find paleo foods in any grocery store you go into very quickly and efficiently. I'll link to that video down below, but it's really simple. It simplifies everything. And it makes it really easy to find good whole paleo foods no matter what grocery store you're in, because more than likely, unless you're going to the 7-Eleven, the grocery store that you're walking into is going to have some good paleo options. The third thing that you can do is go to your local farmer's market. Now, a lot of times these local farmer's markets, depending on where you are, can have really good deals on the different types of produce and meat that you've got. And you're not only going to get a good deal, but you're going to get it directly from the farmers themselves, which is kind of a nice aspect. You're supporting your local farmers, plus you're also getting your food from your local area. And so that's going to be more often than not higher quality, because it doesn't have to travel as far, it's preserved less, all that fun stuff. The fourth thing you can do is you can do sorts of co-ops or cow shares. So if you don't know about these, I'll have a couple links to places you can do these below, but you can actually go in with a couple friends and buy a cow and then end up splitting the meat that comes from that cow and splitting that up between a few friends. You can also do this with crops and different types of vegetables or produce that you want. So that's another option. There's a bunch of different services that allow you to do something like this. I'll link to those below the video, but those are co-ops or cow shares or some other similar names like that. Now the last option, if you guys really don't have any other options, you can check out grasslandbeef.com. It's by US Wellness, and they actually source really good food. When I was in Chicago and I didn't want to have to go to the grocery store all the time because it meant I had to take the train and it'd be like a 25-35 minute thing each way, I used to order from grassfedbeef.com, and what this allowed me to do, it's really high quality cuts of meat, and they ship it directly to your door, which is pretty awesome because they ship it frozen, and then I just put it in my freezer, and then whenever I wanted one of the cuts of meat, I would thaw it out and then cook it up. So that's another option. It can be a little bit more expensive, but it's actually not too bad, really depending on where you are in the country. So those are 5 options: the high-end supermarket chains, your local supermarket, farmers markets, co-ops and cow shares, and then grassfedbeef.com by US Wellness, which I'll have a link to below as well. So I hope that answered your question. There's a lot of places where you can get really high quality, good paleo food, and you don't have to spend tons and tons of money on it either. So hope that helps. If you guys have more questions, leave your comments below the video. If you'd like to see more videos in the future, hit subscribe and share the video with a friend if you know somebody who's struggling to get really good paleo foods or find those paleo foods that they want to eat, but they can't necessarily find them. They're not having an easy time finding them. So share that with a friend if you like, and I'll see you guys on the next video.